Africa, right? I ain't go to Sierra Leone. Hold on. Hold up. You call me later. You call me back, call me later. I'm busy. Hold on, sending me videos. One Africa trip, and suddenly everything people thought they knew about Papoose, Remy Ma, and Claressa Shields is being questioned. Remy Ma is now telling a completely different story about what really happened behind the scenes, claiming Papoose stayed in contact with her throughout the trip while challenging Claressa's explanation for why she never went. So, is this the missing piece everyone's been looking for, or just another chapter in one of hip-hop's messiest dramas? Today, we're breaking down the interviews, the timelines, the social media posts, and the claims that have fans asking one big question. Did Remy Ma just expose the truth about Papoose's Africa trip? Welcome back to Tea with Sienna, where the tea is always hot, the receipts stay ready, and we never sugarcoat a thing. If you love celebrity drama, hip-hop news, and trending entertainment stories, make sure to subscribe. Now, let's get into today's story.
That's been me forever. I never play with these. Nobody talks about a loser. So when everybody talks about me, it reminds me every day, God damn, girl, you just keep winning. Papo whooped 50 ass. See, he beat out 50 cents. When you got it, you don't show it like that. If you have to come to my page to tell me, girl, you is not cute. I'm cute, just in their place.
All right.
Like, that's been me forever. I never play with these. Nobody talks about a loser.
Once again, Claressa Shields is using stacks of cash as part of her message, and many viewers have taken notice. Some also find it surprising that she's still mentioning 50 Cent after previously saying she wanted him to stop talking about her. Critics argue that if he eventually responds or starts trolling again, it may only add more attention to the situation. From their perspective, Claressa Shields appears to be inviting the conversation, while others see it very differently. Either way, it's become another topic people are debating online. That's why some viewers felt bringing 50 Cent up again was unnecessary. Papoose had already discussed him during his Vlad TV interview, so critics questioned what was left to say. Some believe it only kept the headlines going. One thing that also caught my attention was the interview description. I didn't see Remy Ma's name mentioned anywhere, so I decided to watch the full interview instead of relying on short clips. I wanted to see whether Remy Ma was mentioned directly or if there were only subtle references. I'd rather watch the full interview myself than rely on edited clips so I can separate facts from assumptions. Here's what caught my attention. If Remy Ma's name never comes up, that raises a different question. Some viewers wonder whether Claressa Shields is intentionally avoiding the topic. Others point out that after Remy Ma responded publicly, Claressa Shields became much quieter before returning with her new song. So it'll be interesting to see whether this interview follows that same pattern or simply repeats points we've already heard. Once again, the cash was front and center, and many viewers felt the overall message hadn't changed. Critics believe the timing of the podcast was important because it came shortly after the online reactions to Remy Ma's record. From their perspective, Claressa Shields appeared ready to take control of the conversation again. That brings us to Papoose's trip to Africa. Before that, though, many people noticed his Instagram posts and stories, including one photo of him smiling with a stack of cash while his song Counting Green played in the background. Some viewers felt the post was meant to send a message without directly saying anything. If you ask some critics, money seems to be a big part of everything that's happening. They believe Papoose is focused on building his career and creating new opportunities before making any major personal decisions. Even if he and Claressa Shields still have business connect, many viewers feel that's separate from their personal relationship. Some have also noticed they don't appear together as often as they once did. Instead, Papoose has been heavily promoting his music, regularly posting videos of himself rapping along to his own songs. Critics say the consistent promotion makes it seem like he's still chasing the breakthrough he's wanted for years. According to Remy Ma, the reason Claressa Shields didn't go on the Africa trip was different from what many people believed. She alleged that it wasn't about travel requirements, but that Papoose simply didn't want her to come. If true, that would change how some people view the situation, though the claim has not been independently verified. Remy Ma also claimed that she and Papoose were still exchanging text messages while he was in Africa. If accurate, it would suggest they remained in contact despite the public drama surrounding them. Meanwhile, Claressa Shields told her audience that missing the Africa trip came down to not getting the required travel vaccinations in time. Remy Ma, however, disputed that explanation, alleging the issue involved medication rather than vaccines and claiming the trip still could have happened. Those claims have not been independently verified and reflect Remy Ma's version of events. Even so, the conflicting accounts have fueled plenty of discussion online. Now, let's hear what Remy Ma had to say next about the alleged text messages. According to Remy Ma, she and Papoose remained in regular contact while he was in Africa, discussing everyday topics throughout the trip. She also questioned Claressa Shields' explanation for missing the trip, arguing that because she and Papoose are still legally married, he remains covered under her health insurance. Remy Ma used that point to challenge the public explanations surrounding the trip. Those claims reflect her version of events and have not been independently verified, but they continue to fuel discussion online. Remy Ma also claimed that she and Papoose stayed in regular contact throughout his trip to Africa. According to her, she even warned Claressa Shields that Papoose would eventually run circles around her, arguing that this was part of a long-standing pattern. Those are Remy Ma's allegations and have not been independently verified. She also mentioned Kina, noting that she was in Africa and that her family is from Sierra Leone, adding another layer to the discussion. Remy Ma alleges that Papoose remained in regular contact with her throughout his trip to Africa, arguing that this is an important detail many people overlooked. According to Remy Ma, it wasn't an isolated incident, but part of a pattern that began long before Claressa Shields entered the picture. She also claimed that Papoose had previously been involved with one of his own artists. Remy Ma further alleged that while he was overseas, Papoose called her and mentioned he didn't have many clothes with him. She says she responded that his clothes were already packed and waiting for him whenever he wanted to pick them up. According to Remy Ma, those conversations showed that she and Papoose were still communicating regularly while he was in Africa. She also alleged that he continued sending her videos and speaking with her much as he always had. These are Remy Ma's claims and have not been independently verified. Meanwhile, Claressa Shields has said she missed the trip because she didn't receive the required travel vaccinations in time. The conflicting accounts have fueled ongoing debate, with Kina's name now part of the discussion. Some viewers believe there may still be unanswered questions about the overall timeline. That's today's tea. Now I want to hear from you. So which version of the Africa trip story do you find more convincing? Do you think the conflicting accounts are simply misunderstandings, Or do they raise bigger questions about what really happened behind the scenes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below because I read every one of them. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Tea with Sienna, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest celebrity tea. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.